Before we dive in, this video is gonna mention various important points of the game's mainline storyline and other prominent side quests. But given that the game came out over 10 years ago, I'm gonna safely assume that everyone who wanted to finish the game already has, and so nobody should be too badly spoiled their fun. So anyway, the first time I played Skyrim, I naturally followed the main quest. So I did the dragon escape thing, then I went to Whiterun, I slowly traveled around the country and killed more dragons, and well, in the end, I eventually got toe-to-toe with Alduin. Nice and easy. Except that no, it didn't happen like that. Cause along the way, I'd gradually accumulated dozens of side quests in my journal, and I kept on getting sidetracked. I mean, fair enough, that's usually the big point of the Elder Scrolls series of games. The world is dense and worth getting into. All those games offer an amount of in-game history and legends that is just mind-blowing. And this deep knowledge is conveyed in just a myriad of ways, via the NPCs that tell you little stories or offer you mini adventures to discover more about a god, via the thousands of books that you keep finding just about anywhere, via the new material the online MMO offers, and so on. That's why, to me, Skyrim is sort of an epic level challenge for testing your ability to keep focused on a single task. Let's be honest, apart from speedrunners, do you know of many players that have finished an Elder Scrolls game just doing the main quest, before touching upon the rest of the content? It's pretty hard to do, cause the whole game evolves in this intricate world of causes and consequences. And you feel like completing this secondary task could impact the village and its inhabitants in a meaningful way, and make you progress just as much as going back to the High Roadguard to discover your next to whom and continue fighting dragons. That's why, against all odds, this kind of game can teach you focus. Given how wide and diverse each gameplay session can be, and also given that the game is a solo experience with no multiplayer, it's often up to you to decide what this Skyrim afternoon will look like. You want to become a mage and practice the secret arts of having a weird mask? Or perhaps you'd rather become the listener for the Dark Brotherhood? Or even a werewolf killer by joining the Companions? Yep, the Elder Scrolls V, just like the previous episodes, is a risky thing for anyone who's too subject to unexpected U-turns. To me, playing Skyrim is also a great way of developing your planning skills. The game will push hard to steer you from your current goal, but you can push back and stay set on this specific objective. Learning to prioritize events and react to them appropriately isn't always easy to do, especially because in real life, we don't always know the ins and outs of our current situation. Similarly, in Skyrim, you sometimes encounter seemingly unimportant people that will later be revealed to have a greater role. And by the way, in an even more direct way, anyone who's bought the Hearthfire expansion knows that to build all of those iron nails will require you to plan ahead and gather a lot of resources. So this game is one of those strange examples where you can learn a lesson that is clearly not a core mechanic of the game and could even be considered in defiance of its main purpose. But nevertheless, turn your experience on its head and have a new perspective on it. So what if Skyrim, in all its epic glory, was actually a great way to master focus and planning? And please tell me in the comments, is it just me that's having a hard time keeping track, or are you two always forgetting why you were in this cave to begin with when playing this game? In the meantime, if you have other ideas of games that tell us something without us noticing, go ahead and share it in the comments. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and take care.